Good morning, welcome back to Cold Waters. Today we're in the USN Skipjack. I think it's USS 585, I might be wrong there. And we are slowly moving away from a very small invasion fleet of Iceland. I guess the Soviets don't really take Iceland particularly seriously. Here's the situation. We have 5 boats behind me. 5 ships, sorry, not boats. And we got the engagement started. I'm ahead of these boys and girls. Actually, I think it's all boys. It's 84. Okay. 2 escorts. 1 capital ship. This guy. And then a couple of basically ships to land at Iceland. So I immediately struck out a torpedo. The Skipjack only has 1 wire. And I'll come on to that in a little bit. But I struck out a torpedo and attempted to dogleg it round the bad guys. That seems to have worked, because the Udaloy, he can't detect me. He's not picking me up. Now, he hasn't yet detected this torpedo, so I can reach around him and attack some of these juicy targets here, and I guess I kind of want to go for the Servlov. Let's see. Tonnage, 16,000 tons. It's pretty defenseless against a submarine, but it's fast. The Crystal One, yeah, a threat of some sort. The Communist and the Alligator are basically they're on their way to attack Iceland, and he's picked something up because he's picked up speed. Yeah, he is. I don't think he's got wind of me, but he's certainly picked up speed. He's probably detected the torpedo, and he will likely radio these guys. So I'm going to begin my attack run on the torpedo. I'm actually going to go for this this cruiser. Now, if I lose the wire, which is likely, not a big deal, because there's plenty of targets for it to go around, and I would hope they would pick something up. So yeah, I don't think this Udaloy has detected me, but it's coming at me. Now, another option I've got. I can fire a torpedo right behind me and set it to go active pretty quickly. Now, the advantage there is it's going to pick up the Udaloy. Well, it should pick up the Udaloy. That's great. That's one advantage. The disadvantage is it's going to tell everyone else where I am. Now, I could pick up speed. I could increase my speed to 10 or 15 knots and still keep a wire on the torpedo, but I'm likely to lose visibility or audiobility. I don't know how you describe that, because they're right behind me. I'm only hearing them through, well, in theory, through my baffles.
Sonar, new contact bearing 310, designated Sierra 6.
That's new. This might not be such a small fleet after all. What do we reckon this is? Ah, it's another landing ship, I think.
Sonar, Sierra
Let's go with that.
6 is classified as merchant.
So I'm actually hearing this Udaloy a lot with my towed array and a lot with my passive sonar as well. Let's see, what am I getting? Everything else, a mix of them too. They don't know where they can't hear me, so I probably could divert. In terms of divert, I can steer a different direction. Udaloy is now doing 31 knots. I'm happy. Yeah, oh yeah, and there are helos. I think there were 2 helos in the area. Yeah, there are. There are 2 helos in the area, so I've got that to think about too. I've only seen them to my west, so I think I'm going to just gently steer a little bit further east. And the Udaloy is actually breaking west. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Come left to 117, helm I.
I've still got the ability to basically drop a torpedo in his face, but I don't want to give away my position. He may have just detected me because it's gone up to 11. Right, I think it's time to drop a torpedo in his face.
Fire control.
So it immediately loses the wire. That's fine. I'm going to bump my speed up to 15 knots. I'm going to try and attack this Servlov this direction.
Sonar, lost contact.
If it gets something else, that's
making turns for
okay.
knots.
Right, let's run this out for just a little bit and see what happens. Yeah, that increase in speed has pretty much blinded me. Okay, he's firing a torpedo. I don't know what direction where he's firing it at. Let's drop to
Rig shift for ultra quiet.
Oh, that's not good. That's really not
Make
good.
turns for 30 knots.
That is very bad
Maneuvering
news.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 2 bearing.
Should have
3,
anticipated that, to be
1,
fair.
5.
Con. Ballast system has been damaged.
Yeah, and there's my surprise face. Yeah,
Damage
that's
control party.
very bad
Into the
news.
reactor space.
Alright, well I should have anticipated the fact that they would likely detect me, and they have, and now I'm sinking.
Con. Fire control. Weapon acquired.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 5 bearing 306.
I think this is going to be the end of my my skipjack, because I'm sinking and my reactor's dead, and there's not much I can do about it right now.
Con sonar.
Flooding in the torpedo room.
Come on, come on.
Con. Reactor is back online.
Thank you. Go, go,
Make
go.
turns for
Flooding in the torpedo room.
Yep, no surprise. Okay, we're not sinking anymore.
Con sonar lost contact.
Passing
Well,
800 feet.
This is how you don't engage in a skipjack then. Wow.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2 last bearing 3-1.
Passing
Right.
700 feet.
It's controlled my depth. Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Make
throw some more
turns for
torpedoes this way.
0 knots. Maneuvering eye.
I don't know how I survived that. Let's get my nose pointing upwards a
Con
little bit.
sonar regained contact on Sierra 2 bearing 309.
Ooh, I didn't narrate that much then. That was a little bit exciting, really. That's exactly where you don't lose your guard. Wow, so a lot happened in a short space of time. They detected me. They, of course, threw depth charges, and I constantly forget about those because I've gotten to the point in the
Con
game
sonar noisemaker bearing 306.
where quite often I'm able to avoid them from range. Now this Udaloy is busy right now with my torpedo. Their helicopters are sniffing around me. I'm doing 20 knots so I can release another torpedo or two, but
Con
Wondering.
sonar lost contact. Sierra
Okay.
4 last bearing 323. Contact breaking
so I
up.
missed the cruiser, but at least I got the communist. I'm tempted to drop another torpedo at the escort. I think I will, especially seeing as I got
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 3.
Con. Ballast system has been repaired.
especially seeing
Con.
as I
Fire control. We've damage control parties. Into the torpedo room.
Grief. Especially seeing as I've kept my speed at 20 knots. Right. So that torpedo is going to go active behind the Udaloy and hopefully will not target the same ship, because it's not the end of the world if two ships attack the same target.
Con
But
sonar lost contact.
Hey.
Sierra 2 last bearing 30. Come right to 178.
likely to want to.
Less than 50 feet below the keel. Passing 700 feet.
Yeah, I'm flooding again. That's great. Nah, that's just wonderful. Come on. I don't want to.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1 bearing 2.
Passing 700 feet.
It's useful. We're not sinking anymore.
Helm, steady course. Come right to.
That's very bad.
6. Helm eye.
Shoot 2-3.
Make turns for 30 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Con. Torpedo room. Tube 1 ready.
Con
We are not
sonar,
a well boat.
torpedo in the water,
Yep,
torpedo
I
in the
know.
water, bearing 299.
Okay, it's detected my Moss, which is good, but
Knuckle formed.
now there's another torpedo to the south of me, and hopefully it's moving away. Dang. This escalated quickly. Not really. I think I know what I was doing by now. So this torpedo is going to circle around and attack me again. And I think I want to head this direction. More south. Got to control my depth as well because we're sinking. Okay, this is where it picks me up again. There it goes. That's unavoidable, unfortunately. There's not much I can do now. I can try and knuckle it away. But
Con maneuvering, making turns for
I think it's got the sniffs for me.
Knots.
Con, knuckle formed.
Just trying to control my depth. Yeah, I can't easily get this thing to pick up the decoy now, unfortunately. Oh well.
Con, knuckle formed.
And I can try, but the effort involved is going to be considerable. That's really not good. Please tell me you're gonna... Hey.
Con, knuckle formed.
Gonna turn right back at me, so I'm gonna drop a decoy. Once it's right behind me. That's close enough. There goes the decoy. Which way are you going,
Con
Sunshine?
sonar lost contact. Sierra 1.
Okay.
Last bearing 3
Turn
0
this direction.
5. Contact is in the baffles.
That slight pause there is just to see what direction the torpedo is turning in. So I really want to keep getting as much distance as I can.
Con
Normally,
sonar regained contact on Sierra 1. Bearing 3 0 4.
I like to scrape paint with the torpedoes, but right now I don't really feel like doing that.
Con, knuckle formed.
My hull is pretty badly damaged. What's my damage? 44% left, and I'm flooding. Yeah,
Con,
I'm still
knuckle
flooded.
formed.
Okay, I might drop another decoy. Let's wait for it to turn back towards me, I think. There it comes. Okay, it's right on my tail. Drop another decoy, and so if this thing turns to the left, which it's not, okay, great. It may pick up the other decoy, but it is not. Okay, it's a knife fight in a telephone box right now. I want to try and use his existing decoys to keep throwing the thing off. So you see there, it almost acquired me, but it didn't, because there's some noisemakers around.
Lost contact. Sierra 1.
Okay, let's see if I can leg it.
7. Contact is in the baffles.
So it's
Con sonar
stalking the.
regained contact on Sierra 1. Bearing 2 9 5.
Oh, okay. It was stalking the southernmost noisemaker, but it then just either hit the seabed or just stopped working. So now I'm hoping that this one behind me is going to help throw it off. Yes. Okay, come on. Go, go, go. There's a chance I can get out of his detection range. Pretty limited chance, but... And when it turns around, it will see the noisemaker. Let's see if this works.
Con, knuckle formed.
A knuckle just for effect. Maybe. Okay, the noisemaker, please get in the way, get in the way, get in the way, get in the way. Oh, it's dancing through it. Okay.
Con, knuckle formed.
Guess it was a college try.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1.
All right.
Last bearing 2
Another
8
attempt.
3. Contact is in the baffles.
Con, knuckle formed.
I'm going to drop another noisemaker. I know it's not necessarily a sensible idea. Now we're flooding even more compartments.
Passing
Dang.
600 feet.
I'm going to have to head to the surface, and that's bad news. What's the depth here? Okay. I'm still sinking with 10 degrees dive plane up. So I'll have to try 15. As the deeper I go, the more pressure that we get on the hold. And
sonar regained contact on Sierra 1.
3 out of 5 compartments are
Passing 600 feet.
flooded. Well, 2.5 out of 5. I'm only half flooded. I'm only half dead. There's still life in me yet.
Con, knuckle formed.
The whole analogy about knife in a telephone box is not the most pleasant of experiences, right?
Sonar, we are cavitating.
Yep, I don't care. We're sinking as well. We don't want to sink.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 2, 7,
Okay.
9.
Decoy
Contact
knuckle.
is in the back.
Con, knuckle formed.
Out of starboard. Don't you dare follow me, torpedo. Thank you.
Passing 400 feet.
Alright, it's going to come back around me. That's
Sonar regained contact on.
That's okay.
Sierra 1, bearing 2, 8.
Con, knuckle formed.
ask myself with another knuckle. I don't think it's going to work, but it might. Oh, it's thinking about it. Okay. Yes, it worked. Look at that.
Con, knuckle formed.
The numpty keeps himself and his crew alive for just a little bit longer. I might. But speaking of which, I hope everyone's wearing their breathing equipment. Not to lose sight of where these bad guys are. Okay.
Con, knuckle formed.
Another decoy there for good measure. I know the noisemaker doesn't always... It can attract their attention, but I really need the noise in the water. Okay, so we managed to completely unflood the
Damage control parties. Lead the reactor space.
torpedo tubes. So that's good.
Con, knuckle formed.
May have guessed that incorrectly, but this knuckle might shield me a little bit from the torpedo. Nope, it didn't. Okay.
Con, knuckle formed.
Now heading right towards another threat. Oh. Hello, boys. Yeah, this isn't going to end well. If I keep that
Con,
course.
knuckle formed.
I don't really want to drop my speed to get a moss and a torpedo off, but I can. It's going to be risky, but at the moment, it's risky being chased by a dang torpedo the whole
Passing
time.
400 feet. Con, knuckle formed.
I don't think this Crester's dealing with one of my torpedoes. Might be, I suppose. Hey, there we go. Okay, let's get my speed down.
Make turns for con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Get my speed back to 20 knots. 20 knots,
Make
that's
turns.
good enough
20 knots. Maneuvering eye.
not to jam a torpedo tube, because I've only got 5 now. And I think what I want to do is launch and get you immediately live.
Aye, sir.
Or pretty close to immediately live, and I'm going to head south.
Come left 2. 1.
I'm going to want to head back in this direction at some point, but right now, I really want to
Passing
deal
500 feet.
with this guy. I guess that's not controlling the
Damage control
flooding.
parties. Lay to the engine room.
For some bizarre reason, this thing didn't lose the wire.
Turns for 15 knots.
So we'll drop the
Maneuvering
speed and see if we can wire guide it in.
eye. Con maneuvering. Making turns for
Ooh,
5 knots.
I somehow survived that engagement. I don't really think I deserve to.
Come right 2. 2, 2, 1. Helm eye.
Okay, we are actually sinking again. Yeah, I get to the surface. These helicopters are also going to engage me as well.
Con helm. Steady course.
Well, let's see if we can take care of this Cresta 1 if nothing else. We still have 2 helicopters around. Yep, what we do. Okay. Yeah, I'm barely keeping afloat. Well,
Passing 500 feet.
maybe afloat's not the right word. Let's
Con
drop.
sonar, noisemaker bearing 318.
All right. Preston knows it's under attack. That's okay. It's quite a large warship. So I'm not going to worry too much about the torpedo tracking it right now. I can guide this thing in. I will guide this thing in. You know what? I am actually going to worry about it, because if he knows where I am, which he may not do right now, but if he knows where I am, he'll be throwing depth charges at me. I'm going to have to run to maybe periscope depth, try and clear the flooding.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Yeah, that's not going to be fun. Not with 2 helos around. Still, one less warship to worry about. Yeah, I've only taken out one of the support vessels.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 338.
Right, I'm going to guide this thing in. I really want to take out this guy. See, and I managed to pick it up.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1.
Boom,
last bearing
boom.
344. Contact breaking up.
Okay, so that's another warship taken care of. And then now I'll go worry about
2310. Helm I.
is either disengaging and going home with I got a new what do you call it, a sunroof? It's not really a sunroof, is it? Oh, we got another hole at the front. Wow, how's this thing even still coping?
Come left to
I
204.
don't think
Helm
I actually want to track these 3 down. I think call it a day. I took out three targets. Only one was really essential to the mission, but the other 2 were a pretty big threat. And see if we can get my flooding under control and limp home. We may have just lost Iceland, though. I don't want to lose Iceland.
Con, helm, steady course.
It's going to impact the rest of the campaign. I'm going to lose the SOSUS net. No, on the other hand, though, if I die, it's going to impact the rest of the campaign anyway. So, and there's nothing that can attack me other than the 2 helicopters. And once they've run out of ordnance, I'm going to be okay. But I've got to survive to that point. Right, I can disengage, except I'm still flooded. So I can't right now. Okay, let's get a little closer to the surface. And, well, I guess we're going to drop our speed as well. So we'll reduce depth. We'll reduce the speed to 10 knots, because the slowing...
turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering I.
This thing is in a bad way. I don't really think I can keep fighting.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 10
Don't
knots.
think it's that desperate that I keep fighting. So here's the thing. As I get closer to the surface, I'm going to cavitate. So I need to reduce my speed to stop cavitating. As my speed is reduced, so my ability to rise is reduced. So right now I'm doing 10 knots. And I am, actually, I'm still going up reasonably well. But we're traveling more forwards than we are upwards. So as I reduce my speed to 5 knots,
Passing 200 feet.
there's every chance that we're going to start sinking again with 2 compartments nearly full. Now it's slowly emptying that sort of that mid-rear section, and that's good. And as that empties more and more, so we can reduce our speed because we'll not be sinking so much. Okay, it seems to be working. I have to reduce my speed now. It's about to cavitate.
5 knots.
Right,
Maneuvering
so
I.
can we still head to the surface at just 5 knots? Yeah, that's not the best luck for a nuclear submarine. I'm about to penetrate this. There we go. I've just broken the surface, I think. Yeah.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 5
Yeah, I don't really know that we really want to be doing this. This is giving a huge could be giving a huge radar profile. Let's just try it.
Raise the ESM mast.
If it works. Yeah.
Upscope. Raise the radar map.
That's not good. That's really not good. So
New
where are the
radar
helicopters?
contact.
There they are.
Bearing 286.
They'll be coming
Downscope.
right at me. Okay, let's get this thing.
Party. Need the reactor space.
Make depth 458, dive by.
Okay, come on. We have to get down. Down, down, down. Dive, dive, dive. Good grief. Come on. Periscope depth. Right. So this compartment's still draining now. There's still a chance I'm going to get flooded. This direction. I'm going to try. I mean, I would say what's the worst that happened, but we know what the worst that happens is. In a surprise, I lose the boat. Yeah. Would that be a surprise? This thing is a bit of a wreck. Well, we're alive. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, crap. Did I just lose my boat? I did. Well, butt flaps. I guess we should abandon ship then. Great. Well, that is how you become way too complacent and lose your boat. So, yeah. Sorry, the original Skipjack. You're dead, pal. Know what I mean? Oh well. Better to have lived and tried than ran away like a, I don't know, coward. Thanks so much, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.